England manager and player Glenn Hoddle. Good to see you alongside Scotland sea shanty star Nathan Evans. Good to see you too. And we've got former Arsenal and England legend Ian Wright, who is, of course, a key member of ITV Sports on-air team covering the Euros, and football fan Mel C. We've seen a lot of Scottish fans this morning, and we've got you as our England fan who's going to be cheering England on. Let's come to you first of all, Glenn, not least because you're sitting closest to me. No favouritism, just want to point out, no favouritism. You have played, haven't you, Scotland, and you've managed England. What is it like? Is there something extra special about either playing for England against Scotland or managing England for Scotland?
It is. The rivalry is just there. And it's whether you're playing football at Wembley or Hampden or you're playing tiddlywinks against Scotland or Scotland against England, that rivalry is there. And that's just being hyped up, obviously, for tonight's game. It's incredible. And,
do you have a special moment? Because I think, didn't you score the diving header?
I scored, I had the pleasure of scoring a header, actually. I didn't score many headers, but I scored a header, at Wembley against Scotland, and we won on the day. But I've gone up to Hampden and we've lost as well, so that's not a good feeling when you've lost against the old rivals, But, there's an old picture there of, I think that's the one. No, that's not against Scotland, but...
No, that's not the Scotland one. But that is you, though, Glenn.
It is me, believe it or
brilliant.
not. It is me, actually, long time. I think that was my debut, against Bulgaria. But, no, Wembley's a big place, but when you score a goal like that, sometimes you just don't know where to run. It's just one of those feelings it takes over. And it was lovely to score against Scotland. Sorry, Nathan, for saying that. But...
And big game tonight. And England are favourites. But does all form and stats go out the window a little bit with a game like this?
To a degree, it does, I think because it's not a full house, if there was 90,000, 85,000 in there, that would be different. I think it's going to work in England's favour, actually, because I think it's something that, the Scottish fans come down in their hordes, the Tartan Army. And sometimes it's too emotional, the Scottish play with too much emotion in that. And I think it might actually suit them, both teams, to have a better game.
Right.
Because there's so much rivalry. You want to win so badly.
Concentrate on the football a bit more.
And they'll concentrate on the game. But I think because England have won the first game, I think they've got the momentum,
And Nathan, a lot younger. What's your experience of the England-Scotland rivalry? Have you watched many games? There hasn't been many, I guess.
No, there's been a few, but what's it been, like 25 years since we last played each other in a major tournament? So,
but doing one over and the old rivals has just got to be one of the best things.
I know. So, just looking forward to tonight, and hopefully Scotland can. I think if we focus and the players play the way they can play, it'll be a really good game. And like he was saying, this kind of not the fans not all being there, it kind of gives them more concentration, and it's right, we don't listen to the noise, just kind of play our game. And
you brought your guitar with us. I know in a little while you're going to play that for us. You've got to. Is this a specific song that you've written and made for this? A fancy number?
Kind of. There's a song. It's few people might know it. It's Flower of Scotland. Don't know.
It rings a bell. It rings a bell.
I think we may have heard it.
Let's have a quick word, because we could hear something in a moment from you, aren't we? But Ian, you are leaving us in no doubt as to who you're backing tonight. There you are with your England shirt on. You have dabbled, though, with a bit of playing for Celtic, haven't you, as well? But England is where your heart is.
Without a doubt. I had an unbelievable time in Scotland playing for Celtic. But obviously this is what it's about, England-Scotland, the rivalry. Like everyone was saying, there's 25 years since we played in a big tournament, and a time where England should be going into the game with confidence and a bit of momentum, but you can never, ever. With Scotland coming up, it's just a shame that the Tartan Army can't get in, because I love the noise, that they can't be in there to keep their boys going, because it's going to be a tough one for both teams. But, with England being 40 places above, you'd like to think that the quality should come through, but saying that, if he starts a Billy Gilmore, the left-hand side of Scotland, Robertson and Kieran Tierney are awesome. Our right-hand side's going to have to be good. It's a great matchup for me.
Right, right. All eyes are going to be on the game, but all eyes are going to be on you. I think what people love about you is your passion. I mean, there you are, working for ITV, probably should be neutral most of the time, and I'm sure the producers are saying it to you, but you can't help it. You're such a fan. Was it a qualifier? You with Ali McCoy? Oh, here it is now. This was just... oh, look at you. You're going... It's never-ending. You're on the sofa. The set designers are having an absolute mare backstage. Go, what is he doing?
There's about 2,000 Scottish fans in front of me there. We had an unbelievable
luckily for you, there's some glass dividing you.
Yeah. Harry Kane scored in the last minute, and me and Hallie were having a blinding time because the Scottish fans were giving me stick, I was giving them stick. And at the end of that, they clapped me, gave me a standing ovation, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why Scotland will turn up today, and they should make sure that they give England a little bit of a chasing, so as England have to come out and show the quality that they've got, because if they don't, it could be a problem.
Look at that.
I mean, there are limited numbers when able to get in. There are huge numbers of fans in and around getting excited for Scotland and obviously for England too. Will that impact, do you think, on the atmosphere, or is it just in you, that fight when you go out and want to beat Scotland or beat England either way?
I think, yeah, it's naturally in you because of the enormity of what this result means to both teams. If England win, they're through. If Scotland win, then it gives them a very, very good chance of trying to get through. They have to beat Croatia or get something from Croatia, but it doesn't matter when it comes down to it. Once the boys get on the pitch, it is England versus Scotland, and then it comes down to you executing on the day, not getting involved in the emotion of the game, which can be taken away a little bit because there ain't so much fans there, but getting to play against the team you're playing against, to do the best to make sure you can beat them.
Yeah. Mel C joining us, saving the best to last here. Lovely Mel C. Mel, one thing that's really unique about this fixture, each and every one of us will probably know. If you're a Scottish fan, you'll know an English fan. If you're an English fan, you'll know Scott. We might work with them. As we've seen with Nick, you could be family members. It kind of unites us, and I know you're working with a bit of a campaign to try to sort of promote the positive side of that, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Working with Booking.com, and it's about that friendly rivalry. And in fact, I'm going to be at the game tonight with Lorraine Kelly. So we'll be having a bit of friendly banter, but so excited. I mean, my day started amazingly. I'm sharing a screen with Righty, so things can't get any better. Maybe the England win tonight will just pip that.
Oh, it'll be fantastic. And we're chatting to you a bit more, aren't we, Mel, about what's going on with the Spice Girls. But, Glenn, look, we've got you here, Nathan. We've got Mel. You're recording a song as well, aren't you, Glenn?
Well, yeah, I've actually recorded a couple of songs and they're out now, yeah. So
I mean, we know about your hit back in the day.
Oh, that was back in the day,
with mullet and shoulder pads on top of the pop.
That was the mullet time, yeah.
So what's this about?
Yeah, no, it's just, after The Masked Singer, I did The Masked Singer as grandfather clock, if you remember, and since then it was just, I just love singing at the end of the day. I just love singing. There's a picture of me there in the clock. It was lovely to take that helmet off, the mask off.
Was that you in costume, or was that...
Yeah, it was me down the pub last night. No, so I just love singing, and people were pushing me and saying you should do some songs. So I just said, yeah, why not? After what happened to me with my problems a few years ago, just do what I want to do, and enjoy it.
And just on that, just running out of time, I was going to say on your problems a few years ago, the Ericsson scenario, that must have brought all that back.
Oh, yes, right? It did, yeah. I mean, it was incredible. And
so just in case people don't remember, you had CPR from a sound engineer who saved your life, Simon.
Simon Daniel saved my life, literally. And that's what happened to Christian, and it was shocking to see. It really was.
Yeah.
But it's the importance of CPR. You've got 3 minutes of a cardiac arrest, and that's it. If you can't get that defibrillator and CPR there, your chances are just going to fade away. So. Yeah, it was shocking to see Christian, but it's great news that he's okay. I've been in touch, so hopefully he's got good recovery.
Absolutely.
All right, Nathan. Just before we send you off to perform, very quickly, your prediction for tonight?
2-1 Scotland.
2-1 Scotland. All right, you go and get ready to give us a little sing along.
Glenn, what's your prediction? Give us yours.
I'm going 2-1, but England.
2-1. I was going to say.
Ian.
Ian, what's yours? What's your prediction very quickly for tonight?
3-1 England.
Oh. Mel, we are talking to you towards the end of the show about the Spice Girls, but before you go, for now, your prediction, please, for tonight.
I'm going to go 2-1 England.
Hey, OK. A lot of positive stuff there.
Keeping everything crossed.